Mississippi High School Association state championships, starting off with Rocket League. We're not quite in the lobby yet. My name is Phobia, also known as Jonathan, and this is
Kingsley, a regular caster here.
Yes. I'm just a graduate assistant here. I'm normally not on stream, but I would say I'm a retired Rocket League player. So
We had a really busy day today, so we had to bring some out of retirement for the stream.
the setup went well yesterday. We got everything ready for the theater. Later on, we're going to be up in the theater, so you'll be able to see some people on our main stage. Today, we are going to be doing Rocket League first, which is going to be Vancleave versus Biloxi, and that's who is going to be playing in our first match as soon as we get into the lobby.
I was talking to some Rocket League players earlier, and they said Biloxi was the team to watch out for.
Biloxi has won the last 2 state championships here at Southern Miss.
Okay, wow. So they've got a reputation.
Yes. Last time, actually both other semesters, they played against Petal High School in the grand final, but Petal did not make it here today, even into the semifinals.
Oh, wow.
So we actually picked up some of those players to come to Southern Miss last semester, and they did well rocking it out here on the field at Southern Miss, trying out their first semester at college Rocket League. I'm ready to see, especially Biloxi. I know a couple of them are getting close to the end of their stint in high school, ready to see if they come over and try out their skill here at Southern as well.
I
or
talked
any
to
other
some players
college.
from Rwanda earlier. Were they here last year?
They were not.
They were not. So maybe we've got a new secret team that's
Right.
going to overthrow.
So, how have you felt about today? What's the general energy in the room been for you?
It's been loud, energetic. It's been busy, super, super busy. It's great, though. It's a great feeling to be surrounded by people who love video games. I can tell everybody wants to be here. Everybody loves it here. So,
we got tons of high schools here. We got plenty of spectators, parents, coaches. Some schools brought their entire esports program as well as the team that made it, which we love to see. We have a huge audience here today, so we are just ready to get this rock and rolling.
It's great to see parents coming out to support their kids playing video games.
Exactly, and it puts like a legitimacy into esports.
It does. That wasn't quite there a couple years ago.
Man, I'm 24, so I'm now getting up there in age. I'm like, I'm heading there. But back when high school was going, we tried to do an esports team. I went to Pro River Central High School, Blue Devils, and we could not even get, anything going there.
Okay. So we're going to get into the game.
Yeah, we're about to get into the game. We're still not quite in lobby yet, but I'm really ready to see.
Well, we're in the lobby. We're just waiting for it to start.
Some of these players, Biloxi High School, we've seen Hype for Skypes before. I haven't seen Aspect before. I haven't seen that one.
I like that username, Taco Boots.
Taco Boots. Yo-Yo Dog It, or Dog, Yo-Yo Dog. Cryveer, we've seen that one before. That's a returner. And right now, I think we might be running into a couple issues over on the side of getting the lobby actually going. Right now, we're just in the main menu. So here at Southern Miss, this is our 3rd semester doing this whole MSHAA play versus finals, and this is the best one so far. Were you here last semester?
I was not here for MHSA last semester.
Every semester has been leaps and bounds, just better in looks and also the feel of it, how organized it is.
Okay.
And it's just continuously getting better, right? We have Smash Bros up on a stage this year in our arena. We also have Joe Paul Theater, which is what we normally use for this event. And I'm really excited to see these high schools show out and, see who wins, honestly.
Yes, I'm excited to see what high schools coming up on top.
Up in the theater, we will be holding an award ceremony, which I believe will also be showed on stream, but it's going to be at the end of the event. Yes, you will know who each of the winner is. Like for Rocket League is the first finals. We'll know who the winner is, but the award ceremony is going to be held at the very end where they are all presented with their awards, and we are now joining the lobby.
You're getting into the lobby.
It's just taking a second.
This is going to be a good game.
Yes. Here we go. Biloxi and Vancleave.
Just getting ready to get started here.
So we're just waiting for people to hit the field right now. Yeah, with Biloxi being the powerhouse they've been, knowing that they've won the last 2 in a row, what do you think you're going to see from them against Vancleave today? Which Vancleave, I don't know if I'm pretty sure they have made it before.
I think we're gonna see some awesome passes, some pretty good goals, maybe some fakes, some fake outs.
I know like High for Skypes was definitely a show-out player last time. They were some of they were the one that was faking out everyone.
Everybody's leaving the game.
1 second.
Technical
So we're going
difficulties.
back over here. Oop, what's happening? All right, a little bit of technical difficulties. Looks like the person making the lobby decided to misspell something.
Oh, okay. Decided or did on accident?
Oh no. Maybe a little.
We'll never know.
I'm not sure who
Maybe
made
a
the
little
lobby
bit
in
of both.
particular, but it might be a little bit of BMing. Hopefully not.
No, never.
Never in esports. We're
Never
talking about
in
all
esports.
esports communities are 100% wholesome. That's the word I'll use for that.
Wholesome and real.
I will say later on we will have Aaron, who if you've watched Southern Miss before, is one of our normal casters, and Josh, our senior production manager, casting Madden. And then I believe it is Jason and Aaron casting Smash Bros for the semifinals. And you won't see me again until the finals for Rocket
And that'll
League.
be at around 2 p.m.
It'll be maybe a little bit later, but
Maybe a little bit later.
closer to 2 p.m., yeah. So it looks like we're getting back into lobby now. Make sure everything is set up and ready. We're just waiting for them to hit the field, as always. Ready to see how this goes.
I'm excited. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we spent so
This
long
is
setting up for.
This is a best of 7, so feel free. If we go to Game 7, this could be a long little stint here, or if it's a 4-0 sweep, we could be done 20 minutes.
Rocket League games are relatively quick.
5 minutes. It normally takes 8 minutes with all the goal celebrations and stuff like that, and because we're spectating.
It'll be really fun to see Rocket League play in the Joe Paul Theater.
Yes,
on
that
the
is
stage.
always like one of the most hype events.
We were playing Rocket League in the theater yesterday, and it was so much fun, and we weren't
Testing
even
out-
competing for anything. We were just testing, and it was great.
Testing out the equipment. Looks like they're hitting the field right. Taco Boots over there, Cryveer, High for Skypes, and Aspect. Biloxi is going to be the blue team. Biloxi is going to be the blue team, and it looks like Vancleave is going to be the orange team. And here goes Cryveer trying to get an air dribble off the wall. Not quite on target. Is going to be in the orange corner. A little bit of contest there from Vancleave. Vancleave's going to keep bringing it down the field. I'm sorry.
Taco Boots is going to take Aspect out.
Yeah, Taco Boots with a tactical demo right there. Yo-Yo Dog over there, bring it over to the orange corner. Taco Boots. I keep saying Tac Boots. What am I thinking here? So it's going to be on the Biloxi corner. Cryveer is going to bring it around. He's going to try to get it over the Vancleave defense. He's going to get it. Oh, but Yo-Yo over there is going to stop it in their tracks. But Aspect is going to keep trying for the center. Hyperskypes is going to be there. And then he's not. He's going to get contested on the wall, so he's not going to get anything towards the net. So Aspect is going to bring it over to the wall, up, trying to get a ceiling pinch that's going to go, but it's going to go backboard.
A great pass.
Right to High for Skypes.
Great pass.
High for Skypes is going to be there for that, and he's going to get that in the net off of the backboard. They tried for the squishy save right there, but he was a little bit off where he needed to be for that one. And here we go, the next kickoff. It's going to go in. It's going to be a dead middle kickoff. It's going to go in the favor of Vancleave afterwards. He's going to be on the wall waiting for it. He's going to jump off, put it on target, but Aspect is going to be there to catch it. And then it's going to go into the blue corner. It's going to be going downfield towards the Vancleave half. So, knowing that Biloxi is the powerhouse that they are, what are you expecting to see in these games? High for Skypes tries for the double tap.
I'm already seeing some great things here.
Yes. And Vancleave is holding.
No.
He wasn't quite able to get that save. Biloxi's very forward with their pressure. They're
They are.
super dominant. Their 50s are on point right now. And it looks like Vancleave is just a little bit on their back foot on their defense.
I mean, I've played Rocket League before. This is a hard game, and I just can't
The
imagine
skill
ever
ceiling-
being able to do what these players are doing right now.
Let's go straight for Biloxi's, in Biloxi's favor. Hyperskypes is going to try to put it on net. Try for the Doomsy. Not going to quite get that one. Taco Boots is going to be carrying it for Vancleave. Vancleave's trying to get some forward pressure, trying to put themselves back into this game. Here we go. Joystick right here. Not going to get in quite anything. It's going to go up the wall on the Vancleave half. Taco Boots is going to fling it over to the Biloxi corner, but Hyperskypes is going to be right there to catch it. This game is so fast-paced, and everything's going to...
It's flying.
Oh, he almost hits double tap, but
that was very
Cryveer is
close.
there to finish it out. 3-0 for Biloxi in game one.
That was a great play from Cryveer. He really was right there.
That this team's coordination, this is mostly the same team we've seen the other two times in this arena. And it seems that they're just getting better together every semester. Oh, they're going to do a fake kickoff. Cryveer's going to have it. He's going to pass it over to Aspect. Aspect's going to put it to Hyperskypes, and it's going to be on the Vancleave half. Joystick's going to try to clear it away, but it's not quite. Taco is going to get a touch that he might not need. Aspect's going to be up for it. Onto the backboard for the double touch, but no. Joystick's going to get a clear on that one. And they're almost a rule 1 there from Yo-Yo and Taco. You don't want to see a rule 1, especially if it is on your own team.
Explain a rule 1.
Rule 1 is where two cars are stuck together because they hit each other, and if you break it is a curse in Rocket League. You will lose the game.
Oh, wow.
instantly if you break the rule 1. But if you get a rule 1 with your own team, it's kind of setting your teammate up for a 1v3. Would not be good. It's one of those unwritten rules of Rocket League. You can't. There's
I had
nothing
no
saying
idea that was a thing.
you can't. It's nothing saying you can't break a rule 1, but it's one of those things that if you do, people.
Taboo.
Yeah, it's like a taboo. I know you play a lot of League of Legends. What's like an unwritten rule of League of Legends?
I don't know.
Are there any unwritten
I would have
rules?
to really think about that.
So Cryveer's going to bring it back to the Vancleave corner. He's trying to get it towards the midfield for his teammates. Actually, it looks like he's just holding for time while his teammates rotate back, get boost, and just set up for their defense because Joystick is going to bring it over to the Biloxi half. It's going to go to backboard. Aspect is going to be able to get a clear over. Taco was there for that too. Cryveer is going to be up the wall. Hyperskype's actually going to be waiting under it to catch it. Cryveer breaking rotation just a little bit. It's going to be over to the side wall. Joystick's going to pop it up. It's going to hit the ceiling, and it's going to cause Aspect to miss a little bit. Cryveer bringing it down while demoing Joystick. Taco is going to be able to get it right back to the Biloxi half. This game is so fast-paced. They're so in each other's faces right now.
Yeah, they are.
You can tell Vancleave, even though they're against the team to beat kind of right now, they are not letting it stop their momentum. No matter how much of the back foot they're playing right now, they're 100%.
They really want a goal. I can feel it.
Right. Hyperskype's going to put it over for Aspect on their side of the field. Cryveer is going to be up for it.
I just can't fathom how they're able to hit the balls that high in the air.
It only takes 32 boosts to get to the ceiling if you know how to fast aerial. So 32 is the magic number, and most times they're sitting at 100 right now because of their field control and just the sheer amount. Oh, and that's going...
Another goal for Biloxi.
That happened in ROCS not too long ago. He tried to clear it
Look at that.
over the net, and it just didn't happen how he wanted. An Aspect was just there.
A bit of a failed save.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes the ball doesn't do exactly what you want it to, and it's a matter of
unpredictable.
millimeter. 2 fake kickoffs at
Yeah,
the time.
they both went for the fake.
Cryveer just sitting here. It's going to go into the Biloxi corner. Aspect's going to go up for it. 30 seconds remain in game 1. Not saying that it's over yet because you only need 6 seconds to score 1 goal, but it looks like mathematically it's improbable that Vancleave pulls out this game 1. But that does not mean they can't get a goal to start their momentum for game 2.
It's best to 7, so we've got a long way to go here.
Exactly. So even if they know that this first one's lost, they can definitely set their momentum for next game so that they're not on the back foot like they were on this one.
They are puppy guarding that goal.
They're right there for it. And it's going to be, this is what we call Rule 0, which is try to keep the ball up as much as possible. It doesn't happen in ROCS or Pro Play that much because if you're in the lead by only like 1 or 2, you want to ground it. You don't want them to even have the chance. But that was
Everybody on Biloxi got a goal there.
very dominant performance for Biloxi High School right away. Aspect, Cryveer all rocking the GC titles.
Right. I mean, why
So-
wouldn't you? If you're
Yeah.
a grand champion, you're
I
gonna
mean,
put the title on, right?
Exactly. Like why? Honestly, why would you not? If you get
Right.
if you get that high in the game, it's just like if League of Legends had titles for if you hit what is it? Masters is one of the no.
I wish I knew.
You play
They're
League of
always
Legends.
changing. They're always changing stuff.
What's the top rank?
I honestly couldn't even tell you. I'd have to like look at a chart. I'm down. I'm down low.
It's like I know they
Not a
also
high
they give
ranker.
little buddies in Valorant, little radiant charms and stuff like that. If you
Yes,
have it, why
they
would you
do.
not use it? Like
yeah.
I was so happy to see how this team has grown, Biloxi, but I really want to see I always. This isn't any bias, but I like an underdog story. I love an underdog story, and if Biloxi's the team to beat, I really want to see Vancleave pull out something special today.
Me too. I would really like to see that.
It looks
happen
like
as
we're
well.
getting ready to go into game 2. Cryveer is up for Biloxi. I can't see, but it looks like Joystick is going to be up for the kickoff on Vancleave's side.
Ooh, I like that car.
Changing some cars around as we go. Joystick's going to be able to
Ooh,
get the
that is a
speed flip
crazy hit.
kickoff right there to put it onto Biloxi's half right away. Aspect going to try to take control of it. Vancleave, a completely different team right off this first 10 seconds. In Biloxi's face, not letting them get the space they got last game.
Great hit up in the air.
It's like, even though Biloxi took a game, this looks like a team that is very confident right now. They're just trying to.
They're trying their hardest
One big
here.
rule of Rocket League is you need to set the pace for the game,
Yeah.
and it looks like Vancleave is 100% trying to
Oh,
get that.
what a
As
great-
the save.
What a
Hyper
great
Sky-
save.
Hyperskype's not quite there for that one, but it's so close. They're going to keep the pressure up. It's going to be right into Vancleave's hands. Vancleave's going to put it on the Biloxi side. It's almost on target. Yo-Yo bringing it to the corner, straight out to the middle. And Hyperskypes is going to get the redirect. Not quite on target, though, because Joystick's going to have enough time to react to that one. Hyperskypes going for demos in net.
He really is going for demos.
Honestly, how would you feel if all of a sudden you're just sitting there
I like
focused on...
demoing people, so
I mean, you're sitting there focused on the ball. You're waiting for it to go your way, and all of a sudden, just
I mean, it's definitely
you're
like,
gone.
oh man, like. But
It's
you
one of
come
the-
back.
It's
You
one of
come back.
the biggest forms of rage in Rocket League is getting demoed over and over again.
Yeah,
but
it is.
you can't get mad at it because
It's like mental damage.
yes. Oh, the air bump for Hyperskypes. Cryveer is going to try to get on target, not quite. Aspect shot on goal,
Ooh, what
but
a
Taco
great
is
hit
there.
again.
Taco just knows where to be right now. Cryveer is going to try to flip it over. It's going to be in the hands of Joystick. Joystick's going to get demoed, and Taco is going to try to bring it over to the wall. He's not going to go up the wall though. He's going to try to flip it over Aspect. Not quite. It's stuck in the Vancleave half, but it's still 0-0.
Ooh, this could be a great play here.
Still 0-0. Hyperskypes tries to get a little air dribble going on. Not able to. It's going to be in the Biloxi corner.
Oh,
Taco
that was close.
Taco is not going to have the ball. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Joystick is going to have the ball on the Biloxi side.
There we go.
A goal for Vancleave.
Let's go. They really, they took last game and they said, what can we do differently?
They on the fly, they used that last minute to where it was a little improbable that they're going to win, and they used it to assess what the other team is going to do and try to adapt around it. It looks like
Yes.
Vancleave is a completely different team from game 1 to game 2. And Aspect is going to have it, bring it over to the Vancleave corner. Vancleave corner is going to have a little bit of a double commit. Aspect is going to bring it over into the middle, but it's not going to be anywhere that the rest of Biloxi can do much with it. Cryveer is going to jump for it. He's going to get it over one. He's going for the backboard. It's almost in, but Yo-Yo gets it away.
One thing I've noticed at this game versus the last game is that Vancleave, their saves, like they are keeping somebody on that goal, and they are not wanting them to get a goal.
I was going to say, they know. Oh, that was
very close.
whether it was luck or not, that still looked insane, that save. It looks like Vancleave adapted to the fact that Biloxi is super aggressive. And if you have someone that you're confident in defending,
they need to just have their defense up.
exactly, because if you're going 100 miles an hour at attacking and just constantly throwing bodies at the attack, then at some point someone's going to get out of place, and then Vancleave is going to take over. That's what happened that last time. The attack got a little overcommitted, and Vancleave was able to capitalize. That's a shot on, but
was
Joystick
very
is there. They are all doing really well on defense this time.
They
Yo-Yo's
are.
going to get a bump.
They really are. They really stepped it up.
At Aspect try to jump for it. Taco is going to bring it off the wall. He's not going to have a great touch, though. It's going to be into the Biloxi corner. I don't know. Ooh. That was a little bit of a miscomm right there for Biloxi. Yo-Yo is going to be up. Not quite. Aspect is going to get the ball. He's going to put it in a good position for Skypes, but not quite. Skypes going to be on the wall for that, reading what Vancleave wants to do. It's going to go into the middle. Cryveer's right there. Good pass, but it wasn't quite there whenever Vancleave has the defense they have right now. That's almost on target. Just off to the side, though. Here goes Cryveer, putting it back into the middle, but this time it's going to go to Joystick's possession onto the Biloxi side.
There we go.
Oh, and there we go. Joystick is going to get another 0-2 for Vancleave in this game, too.
Very good.
Like I said, I always love an underdog story. Right now, I'm super excited for what Vancleave can pull out. Doesn't mean I'll be sad if Biloxi wins, because Biloxi deserves every single bit of making it to the semifinals.
I agree.
Here it goes. The kickoff, very neutral. Aspect puts it right over. Cryveer's up for it. He's going to try to double tap, but not quite. Joystick was there to take it off of the backboard. He's going to put it over. That was what he was trying to do that other time whenever it went downward in last game. That arc over the goal is what he was trying to do last time.
Okay.
And this time it worked out for him.
I think whoever wins here is definitely a very deserving winner.
Yes. Especially with these games being as close as they are now.
I feel like it's going to be really close.
Yeah, I think the rest of the games, I think the first game was like first game jitters for Vancleave. But Yo-Yo is there to defend. Cryveer going to jump it over.
With 22 seconds left, it's going to be hard for Biloxi to pull back in this game.
It's at the point where it's like it's
kind of
mathematically improbable, but
it's possible.
Yes. At 12 seconds, it's 100% possible. It only takes 6 seconds.
That's true.
If it doesn't hit the ground, or if it hits the ground to make a goal. But right now
it's a little impossible.
now it's a little impossible.
To the wire.
Yeah, there we go. Vancleave goes
Vancleave.
1-1.
It's 1-1. They did a great job.
Yeah, this game is going to go by fast. We don't really keep much downtime during Rocket League, just because they are.
It's a fast-paced game.
It's a fast-paced game, and also that all these players are so ready to
just
show what they have.
Yeah.
They had to Biloxi. Honestly, not the greatest of Mississippi geography. Not sure how far Vancleave had to drive today, but I know Biloxi had about an hour and 15-minute drive.
Yeah, like an hour and 30 minutes.
One of the closer
Maybe
schools to us today. I know a
than
couple schools
that.
had about a 4-hour drive, like Saltillo.
Yeah, I've never even heard of Itawamba Agricultural High School.
Itawamba.
Yes.
I had a couple friends that that graduated with me at Southern that went to Itawamba, AHS. Especially, there's one player that's here today that's volunteering. His name is James. He was on the MSMS team last semester. Sadly, MSMS did not make it here today.
Yeah, we talked to some of their players during interviews earlier, and they seemed very nice, very chill.
And here we go. Oh, a little bit of packet loss on stream. That's not good. But hopefully that resolves itself before it becomes too much of a problem. Oh, there it goes. Aspect and Cryveer are both up.
Ooh,
they're
going goal.
They're going for a much more in your face. Like, they're already an aggressive team as it is, but sometimes you can get even more, and this is what's happening.
Aspect almost messed it up. Did you see that?
That's what we call a double commit, but it worked out, so you're not going to mention it.
Oh, okay, my fault.
No, I meant that's what they. Whenever you're on a team and you go for a double commit, but it ends up working out, you're just like, we don't talk about it.
Oh, okay.
But us as caster, we can
talk about whatever we want.
Here we go. It's over. It's over in Biloxi's half. Aspect is trying to get it away. Little last line of defense right here. Everyone's back in rotation now, though. Hyper Skypes is going to bring it. He's going to start the air dribble, but he's going to be met right there. A little bit of early pressure to put Vancleave on the back foot, but doesn't mean that they're not going to pick up right where they left off with their defense. A little bit of a mistouch from Joystick, putting it right over under Yo-Yo Dog's wheels. Hyper Skypes brings it over the backboard. Over to Cryveer, trying to pinch it to get that extra speed. Taco is going to get the clear down. He's going to maintain control, but he's going to have a little bit of an unfortunate landing.
That could have been nice.
Joystick's trying to contest Cryveer in the air. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry.
That was so close. That was like almost directly in the goal. Just hit on the
Joystick
top.
over there, throwing it down to the Biloxi half again. Hyper Skypes
That was also really close for Yo-Yo.
It's one of those moments where you kind of like hold your breath for a second just because it's so close to the goal. I think I lost brain power at that moment, honestly. I was just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Taco is going to try to maintain control of this ball. He's going to get a flick over Hyperskypes. Not quite. It's actually going to land on his car. But he gets bumped into a fortunate position, being able to go up the wall with it. But it's going to hit the ceiling and go straight down for Hyperskypes. It's going to go to the backboard.
Nice.
On Biloxi's head. The ball's in a little bit of open space right now. Cryveer is going to get full control of the ball. There are going to be a couple bumps going out. No demos, though. Not fast enough for demo, but I feel sometimes bumps are more annoying. Mm-hmm. Being forced into a place you'd not want to be on the field is more annoying than just being deleted for a couple of seconds.
Or like not even being able to move for a couple of seconds.
Exactly, especially because, you got to recover and all that. Cryveer is going to be up for it. Aspect is actually going to be taking possession of this ball. Hyperskypes is a little bit of cut of rotation there. Aspect is going to have to go back for boost, actually. No cut of rotation, just a little bit of good team communication. Aspect's going to be up for it with all that boost he just got from the pad. Cryveer's going to be able to put it over into the corner and grab the 100. And a little bit of team bumping here as well.
Ooh.
Aspect able to keep it out of the midfield on Biloxi's half, but Vancleave is keeping the pressure up right now. They're pulling what Biloxi has been pulling the other two games in this series.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an open net, but actually Joystick was able to react in time for that one. Yo-Yo is going to get it on the backboard. It's going to be floating there. That's dangerous because Cryveer is really good about hitting those. Here we go. Taco's going to be retreating back for some boost and getting into a good defensive position while Yo-Yo and Joystick stay up. Taco is going to take that challenge, and Yo-Yo is going to continue it downfield, trying for a bump. When you go under the ball like that, you're trying to knock the player that's contesting you away from it. Instead of actually touching the ball, you just want to bump the other player. That's going to be a shot on net. It's a fast one. Cryveer's there, though. Yeah, this game...
They're both playing so defensively.
This series is a well-earned victory for whoever gets it.
Yes, I agree. They are trying their very hardest here.
What's your assessment on Vancleave from Game 1 to Game 3 now?
I think they're definitely the underdogs to Biloxi, but they're strong and they're competitors, and they're definitely trying their best. And I think they're doing really good.
Yo-Yo is able to get it in the midfield. There's just a lot of just volleying the ball around. It's almost...
You're just kind of waiting for something to happen here.
A lot's happening, but not a lot at the exact same time.
Only 40 seconds left.
This game's going by super fast. Taco's able to bring it up. He's going to get a touch. Yo-Yo's pre-jumped for it. I think that might be to distract the enemy team just a little bit. Aspect's going to keep it in their corner. Biloxi really just wants this 1-0 victory. They need it to take up that. Oh, and Hyperskypes is able to get it directly over. I can hear the celebrations. It's in a completely separate room, and I can hear them just lighting up in excitement. That one extra goal is so much relief on your system. You've been at 1-0 for 4 minutes, and
I'm sure it feels good.
Over 4 minutes, and you're just sitting there stressed because if Vancleave gets one breakaway, they tie up the game. But now, Vancleave able to put it back to a 1-goal difference. 17 seconds left on the clock. And you see this one only took 12 seconds for this goal to happen.
Yeah.
It is very possible something like this happens again, or something happens for Biloxi in that same time frame.
Rocket League is such an intense game.
Especially when things happen back to back to back.
Yeah.
A couple fake kickoffs ago, Vancleave is going to try to 50 that ball. They're going to get it onto the Biloxi side. This is their last chance for Game 3. Joystick's going to try to get a good 50 in. Taco and Yo-Yo are going to be down on the ground. 3 seconds left. If they keep the ball up, they have a chance. The ball is up and not touching the ground, so it's still live, but touches the ground. And there goes 2-1 for Biloxi on Game 3.
Doing pretty good. Everybody's doing really good.
This looks like a possible Game 7.
I agree.
Like,
we could go pretty far here.
Yeah, this Vancleave is just so much more active. I was going to say Vancleave is so much more active in their offense than they were.
Biloxi's a hard team to beat.
They are the team to beat when it comes to having 2 national titles.
1-2 isn't bad. They can still come back from that.
Here we go. Hyperskype's up for the ball. Cryver going to be able to get it after that challenge aspect, putting it over into the corner, into Vancleave's hands, but it's going to bounce off the backboard. Again, this is very much in Vancleave's half right now. They're going to have to make sure their defense is on point, but Yo-Yo is actually going to get it. It's going to be on target.
Ooh.
Joystick's not going to be able in a good position to.
That's one for Biloxi High School.
It looks a lot like Game 3 right now. Early goal on Biloxi's half. Let's just see how Vancleave adapts to the pressure this time.
Still so much time on the clock.
Yeah, 4 minutes, 3 seconds is forever in Rocket.
No, it's not over yet.
It's not. Yo-Yo is going to be... Oh, that's a huge bump. It's going to put the ball in a bad place for Biloxi. They're going to challenge it in the air. Yo-Yo is going to bring it up the wall and towards the midfield, but Aspect is going to be able to take it away. Joystick is going to be kind of doing a little bit of shadow defense here. That's going to be a flip reset, but it doesn't quite hit how he wants.
Taco Boots was able to save that.
That is a huge clear over into the Biloxi corner. Aspect has full control of the ball, but he's demoed. And now, there's a little bit of team bumping going on. Yo-Yo would have been able to get to that if not for that unfortunate event. Joystick is taking it over. He's onto the Biloxi half, but just barely. Cryver up in the air. A little bit of a challenge from Vancleave. Ground pinch, and Taco is there for it. Hyperskype's going to put it on target after the clear. Sometimes there's not much you can do on the clear. If you're panicking, you need something to happen, and a little bit of a double commit. Not sure who was going to go for it, so they kind of crossed over each other, and they just had to clear it.
I'm wondering how Vancleave is feeling right now about these games.
Honestly, just from personal experience, 2-0 at 3 minutes, you don't get too stressed until it's about 1:30.
Okay.
As soon as it gets to 1:30, that's when you start stressing and you start making a lot of mistakes.
Okay.
2-0 at 3 minutes 30, it can be stressful, but you still know you have time. And that's a normal thing that people will say to each other. They'll be like, we have time, we have time, we have time.
Okay.
Taco able to get the clear. But also, with this team being the 2-time defending champion, I'm sure there has to be an extra layer of stress added to it. Aspect able to bring it over to the Vancleave half. Yo-Yo trying to get a nice pinch off the wall. Not able to bring it with him, but Joystick able to get a good hit over to the Biloxi side. Taco up in the air. It's going to drop back down. Hyperskype is going to get control of it. He's going to try, but not quite connect where he needs to. Aspect bringing it to the Vancleave corner. And this is just... It's just what we've seen before. It's just Biloxi consistently trying and putting the pressure on Vancleave. It's just so forwarded towards Biloxi right now because of how much pressure they have on Vancleave. And Vancleave, just at the same vein as you want, if you're really good at defense, just to keep defending until a crack happens in the attack, it's just as easy for a crack to form in the armory of the defense because all of a sudden someone double commits because they think that they're the only one there to save it, and then just like what you saw last time, it just leaves an open net.
Yeah.
Taco going to hit the ball a little soft. He's going to go straight into Cryver's hands. He's going to go for the double tap. It's not quite there. Taco's able, but Aspect is able to finish it out.
There we go.
Biloxi taking this game up to 3-0 with 1 minute, 56 seconds left. This is where I start getting nervous for Vancleave.
Yeah.
This is where if I'm a player on Vancleave's team, I'm nervous.
I feel like Rocket League is one of the only games that really makes me lose my breath.
Honestly.
So I'm like, wow.
Both playing it and also casting it. Yeah, there's so much happening at one time.
There's so much happening.
That's why Rocket League is come into the calm situation of just being like, I'm back, I'm here. It's not a whole bunch of words, while other games you'll hear them yelling at each other.
Yeah.
It's just because this game you have to be concise. You have to keep your breath because otherwise you're not gonna be able to speak by the end of the day if you're yelling at each other in this game. Especially in like a best of 7, Lord. Here we go. He goes over into the Vancleave corner again. Joystick's going to take it off the backboard or take it off the back wall and try to get some space for Vancleave to work. Not quite. A little bit of a double commit from Aspect and Hyper Skypes. Joystick able to bring it over to the Biloxi corner. Cryveer is going to be able to take it. He's going to bring it. Sorry, Yo-Yo is going to bring it to the middle, not Cryveer. Cryveer wouldn't do that to his own net, I'm sure. Aspect able to bring it out just a little bit, giving Biloxi a little bit more room to work. Aspect able to get it downfield while Cryveer goes for the demo. Hyperskype's going to take that challenge. Cryveer is going to be in the midfield ready for it. A little bit of shadow defense. It's going to go over Taco. Taco has a little bit of...
that was close.
He had so little room to work, but that's also going to be on target, and Taco's going to be there for that one too. Aspect going to try to put it back on target one more time. He's going to miss where he needs it. Hyperskype's... Oh, there's so many shots on net at one time. Biloxi wants another 4-0 victory. They want to make sure that the Vancleave... momentum is the word I was looking for. Lord. The Vancleave team doesn't gather their momentum back, and they're just trying to keep the offense going. 10 seconds left. Improbable Vancleave wins, but they can still reset for their momentum if they get a goal here, or it could really throw them for a loop if Biloxi gets a goal here. Oh.
We're good. Or wait.
And it looks like Biloxi wins that game.
A little bit of a technical...
Can you...
I mean, it's fine. I feel like...
No, it's not.
It's not?
Give us 1 second.
All right.
All right, try it again.
Unplugging it?
Just give us 1 second. A little bit of technical difficulties.
And I hit my head on the desk.
Yeah.
All right, we should be good.
All right. It is now, I believe Biloxi wins that one 3-0.
So it's first to 4, huh?
Yes, it's first one to win 4 games.
It's looking kind of... I feel like Vancleave's in a very tough spot now.
Back seeing our lovely faces, just a couple seconds left before the game starts.
They're going to have to win 3 in a row if they want to win against Biloxi.
It's going to feel close to like a reverse sweep if Biloxi is to... I'm sorry, if Vancleave is to win this, it's going to feel kind of like what every game is normally a best of 5. So it would have to be close to a reverse sweep, or what feels like a reverse sweep in normal games, but not quite because Vancleave did get one early on.
That almost looked like it was going to be a goal.
Yo-Yo not quite being able to hit that one. Here goes back towards Vancleave's half. Taco being able to clear it. It's going back for Hyper Skypes, is able to get a little bit of purchase on it. This one's not going quite how the last 2 have went. Biloxi still trying to get that early goal, though. Oh,
ooh!
If I've ever seen a caster curse, that was it. That was it right there.
Yeah.
I thought Vancleave was about to break it away. And
this is tough for Vancleave. I really feel for them right now.
I just love an underdog story. I'm still like personally rooting for them just a little bit, just because I like the story. But Biloxi has put the work in.
I want to root for them, but being 3-1, it's...
I was gonna say it is hard not to recognize how much work the Biloxi team has put into this.
You can tell they practice.
They probably have, also sometimes in high school you play at night with your friends after you're done with your homework.
Oh, for sure. Especially in high school.
Oh, Hyperskype's able to get a second goal. 4 minutes, 10 seconds still on the clock. 2-0 in Biloxi's favor. Biloxi looking to close out this match point in the semifinals match, trying to secure their spot in the finals, getting back to the stage in Joe Paul Theater. Here we go. Cryveer going to go for it. It's going to go in Biloxi's favor onto the... It's going to be right in 3-0. You see that... Okay. It says 9 seconds is how long that took, but it never... Actually, it did touch the ground once, so yeah. It would have been over, but it's crazy how fast a goal can happen sometimes.
I love Yo-Yo Dog's car. He's got to have my favorite car on the field right now. Swag meter is off the charts.
It's a little bit cold here in Hattiesburg, so a little bit of the congestion going around. I think everyone's been affected by it just a little bit.
Do they not allow antennas in these types of games? I know nobody has an antenna.
No one has one. I personally still use one.
Okay.
But he's
I was
up
just
for
wondering
it.
if that was like a rule.
No, there's no rule against it. You can have whatever car customization you want. It's just most of the Fennec and the Octane are like what you consider meta cars.
Mm-hmm.
People normally like to dictate it as people use the Fennec or try really hard and like they're what people would consider like sweats.
Mm-hmm.
And the Octane is just the most classic meta car. It has the best
Okay.
hitbox. It's the best for dribbling. But the Fennec has the same hitbox and it just has a lot more little paint finishes on it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to show out on the Fennec, but the freestyling car, which we don't see, no one here has the freestyling car. It's the Dominus. It's a longer car, so it's easier to keep the ball on top of it, but it's not used that regularly in this high level
Somebody
play.
with the Batmobile.
The Batmobile is toxic.
Really?
Yes, because it's one of those plank hitboxes, so it's super easy to freestyle in, and it's people call it the pay to win car because you had to pay $5 back in the day to get the car.
Oh wow.
Here we go. High for Skype's bringing it back to the Vancleave half. My voice is going away, apparently. Yo-Yo over here bringing it to the Biloxi half, trying to get some purchase on the field. 3-0, 2 minutes 30 left. Oh, that was a great save by Taco. I thought I just jinxed it again. I was talking about the score live, and just it's going to change on me. Here we go. Vancleave trying to get it towards the midfield for a pass. Aspect is actually going to be able to take control of this ball, bring it over to the wall. But Taco's going to take it away from him. Cryveer is going to end up with possession. It's going to be a little bit far away from him, but Yo-Yo is going to jump just a little too early and lose control of himself on the wall. High for Skype's just trying for a little redirect there, but not quite. Cryveer is going to be on the defense, going to clear this over his net. Vancleave has a lot of work to do in such little time right now. They're constantly having to stay on defense, but they 100% need 3 goals to stay in this and stay alive. And it's so much pressure directly on their net. Aspect able to put it over. And Cryveer, not Cryveer, I think that was High for Skypes, just causing a distraction right next to net.
I'm sure that's a little devastating. Hard blow.
Even jumping like that, you don't know where the ball's going to go anymore. And if he doesn't touch it, it still goes in. And that's mind games right there. That's 100% mind games.
Yeah.
A little bit of a fake kickoff. It's going to go in. It's actually not going to catch any of the Biloxi players. It's going to go in Vancleave's favor, but High for Skype is going to be able to clear it to the midfield and get it out of the danger zone for Biloxi. 1 minute 30 with 4 goals in the lead. Biloxi really just needs to kill the time, and if they get another goal, they get another goal. If not, they're still sitting pretty right now. That's a double tap, not quite there.
Oh.
Cryveer's going to try, and that's going to be 5-0 in Biloxi's favor.
That was devastating.
Right now, it's very
Look
easy.
at that.
It's very easy to go into a spiral, especially in this game when you just see it escaping your grasp.
The double demo.
The
double demo was crazy.
Vancleave still has time, though. I'm not going to give up on him just yet. It's improbable, but medically, anything can happen in this game.
Yeah. Unpredictable.
This physics engine is interesting. You can hit the ball the same way 3 times and 3 different things happen.
For real.
High for Skypes.
Look at that dribbling. Crazy dribbling from High for Skypes.
It's at the exact same time inconsistent just as it is consistent. It's so weird. It's such a weird life. Taco able to get to free net.
Let's go Taco! Let's go Taco.
5-1 Vancleave saying it's not over yet.
Let's go Taco. That was great.
44 seconds. I've seen one of the best Rocket League players. His name is Zen. He's a French pro player.
Okay.
He was playing in a 1v1 tournament. It was 30 seconds left. He was 4 goals behind in the same situation as this, and he lost.
Oh, wow.
Because they brought it to overtime and the other person won. So, right now they have to do things quickly. They have to do it precisely. But if it goes in the favor
Biloxi's
that they
just
need,
going for demos.
Biloxi, it's hovering over Biloxi's net right now. Aspect able to clear it. 20 seconds left. It's looking like Biloxi might be making it to our finals up in Joe Paul Theater for the 3rd time in a row. 10 seconds left. Game's not over, and they get a goal.
Oh, let's go.
5-2. Vancleave is saying, quit talking about them making it to Joe Paul Theater. We're not out of this yet. 7 seconds, not a whole lot of time.
Not a lot of time.
It's improbable, but I've never once said it's impossible. Here we go. If it's a nice kickoff goal, it looks like Biloxi's going to play it safe and try to just stall the kickoff in the midfield. 3 seconds left. 2, 1.
Oh.
And Hyperskypes puts it. There's still another kickoff. It's 1 second left on the clock. There's another kickoff, but it is actually it is now impossible for Vancleave to continue on. Biloxi will be moving on to the finals. Here we go, and it's going to hit the ground, and there it goes. Biloxi
4-1.
4-1 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
That was an intense.
That was a very intense series.
I'm out of breath.
They really had us on the edge of our seat.
I really want it. From what I wanted as a person, but you cannot knock how much dedication Biloxi has put into their esports program.
Oh, for sure.
Especially this Rocket League team. 3 times they've made it here. 3 times they've made it to the finals.
I mean, they're not playing around. They're not playing around. They've got practice.
We were talking earlier, and you said they're the team to beat. They are the team to beat.
They are the team to beat. That's what, after we did our interviews, that's what everyone was saying. All the Rocket League players, Biloxi's the team to beat. And it's true.
It is.
It is true.
Now, I will say, we are getting ready for the Madden stream next.
Yes.
Smash stream next. I'm sorry. Smash stream next.
Smash.
So hang tight, and we'll be back soon.